And today I want to bring you the latest installment in the left's favorite game, Let's Ruin Everything. That's right, having trashed everything from sports to schools, our woke self-appointed betters are now setting the culture wars up for a food fight. Now first, I want you to have a look at this clip of Joe Biden talking the other day about something that he and I actually both have in common, a love of restaurants.
Job creation is soaring. The economy is growing, and our country is on the move again. But some of the parts of our economy need special help. At the top of that list is our nation's restaurants. When COVID-19 pandemic struck, our nation's restaurants were some of the first hit and the worst hit. In 2020, more than 2.3 million restaurants jobs disappeared. 2.3 million restaurant jobs disappeared. Restaurants are more than a major driver of our economy. They're woven into the fabric of our communities.
Yeah, hey, how much fun would it be waiting for him to decide what ice cream he was going to ask if he was allowed to have for dessert? But anyway, there was the president doing something that seemed on the surface like a good thing, announcing a plan to help America's restaurant industry, which was absolutely smashed to smithereens not just by the pandemic, but also by Democrat mayors and governors who seemed to think that by killing off hospitality, they would kill off the virus. But not so fast, because, as with so much else of Joe Biden's recovery efforts, it's not as straightforward as just cutting checks. No, it's also about making hardworking and struggling business owners jump through the hoops of identity politics and critical race theory. According to the U.S. Small Business Administration's own website, for the first 3 weeks of the program, only applications will be taken from priority groups. That means, quote, a small business concern that is at least 51% owned by one or more individuals who are women, veterans, socially, economically disadvantaged, and according to the SBA's own documents, socially disadvantaged individuals are those who have, quote, been subjected to racial or ethnic prejudice or cultural bias because of their identity as a member of a group without regard to their individual qualities. And it gets better. Economically disadvantaged individuals, according to the government, are those socially disadvantaged individuals whose ability to compete in the free enterprise system has been impaired due to diminished capital and credit opportunities as compared to others in the same business area who are not socially disadvantaged. Got that? It's all about whether you're ticking the right identity box, are a victim of society, or even better, capitalism and the system, not how hard you were hit by the pandemic or your local government's response to it. And if you don't belong to one of these special categories, the Biden administration is sending you to the back of the line. Of course, this is not the only way the left is trying to bring Woke War III to the dinner table. The past 2 weeks have seen American restaurateur Daniel Hum, turned left-wing food activist, announce that his flagship New York restaurant, 11 Madison Park, will stop serving meat. Meanwhile, in Australia, climate scolds have decided that cooking with gas is their next target, this time using vulnerable kids to sell their message of fear and crummy electric cooktops. Also in Australia, scientific agency CSIRO came up with a roadmap to get Australians and the world eating more bugs, again, ostensibly to save the planet. Tasty. This was announced about the same time that the EU decided to make its own push to get us eating more bugs. Ah, so yummy. But I'm sure it was just a coincidence that they came out at the same time. All while, again, back in Australia, the national broadcaster made yet another of its near-weekly pitches for puritanical living. So, there you have it, a preview of dining in the new woke world, complete with intersectional politics, no booze, and bugs on the menu. Bon appetit.